partition suddenly changed the attitude of people, or I should say those who were very low level, they came up. I remember I was here at that time, partition time, and I was married, and 3 people came to me. I was sitting outside in the garden, knitting something for my child because I was pregnant. So they came and they looked at me and they said, "Can we have one room in your house?" I said, "Why not? I've got it. It's a very big house of my father. I'll give it to you." He said, "We need for 1 or 2 months, we are refugees. It's all right. And it has an outside door, you need not bother us. And there's a also kitchen attached and a bathroom attached. You can do whatever you like. Just I offer." In the evening my brother came, elder brother and my husband, and both of them were friends, and he was just shouting at me. These people were in the other room. "What do you mean by keeping such people? Who are they? What will they do?" And this and that. I said, "What will they do? They may steal something from me. So what is there in this house to steal? They are refugees, look nice people. To me, I have approved them. Because of vibrations, they are all right. No. Better throw them away." I said, "Look at these people." Without even talking to them, knowing them, suddenly you are asking them to get out only because they are refugees. Then I did feel that in this country a new wave has started, that a person is not respected if he has no money. He is not trusted if you have no money. Actually it is the other way round. Those who have money, you better never trust them. Those who don't have money are much more honest people in this country than the people who have money, who are all cheats practically. So it happened like this, and I said, "No, they is going to stay here." I put down my foot. I said, "This house my father has given me, and they are going to stay here." Poor things, they stayed for a month in a very, I think, must be very much embarrassed. And while they were there, so many Sikhs, that time it was a big organization, Sikhs and RSS were one, and they came to my house. And this we have heard, there's a Muslim staying with you. There was a Muslim. We are going to kill that Muslim. I said, "What makes you think there's a Muslim? We've got reports." I said, "Wrong, there's no Muslim in the house." I told him a lie. So they said, how are we to believe? I said, "See, I'm wearing a thing. I'm a Hindu lady. How will I keep a Muslim in my house? They're all frightened of them. And there's no one like that." Somehow or other they believed me. I told a complete lie, but they believed me. They had brought lots of those swords with blood. But I was not afraid, and I told him in a very determined manner. Anybody else in my place would have said, all right, there is one, you can take away." Then these 3 persons who were there left my house, and one of them is a very famous actress, Another one is a very famous poet, and another one is a very, very famous writer. And it so happened that they wanted to make a film about young people, and I was the chairman of that, vice chairman of that. And they wanted to call this actress. I said, don't tell her my name, because I had lost her completely. I just said, let it be, wherever they are, let them be here. There's no, sort of, I never made any inquiries or anything. Don't tell them my name. He said, why? I said, for some reason, you just don't tell her my name. Otherwise she'll be compelled to say yes, which I don't want. So when they went to her and asked her, she said, I must get a sari, I must get a chappal, I must get a purse to match, must get this, all this you have to pay, plus so much money you will have to pay. They said, ours is charitable. She said, whatever it is. I said, all right, give her whatever she asked for. Then I went for the opening ceremony. And she saw me. And she couldn't control herself, so tears started rolling down. Just came and fell at my feet. She said, how are you here after such a long time? So they said, she is the one who is making this film. What? She is making this film? Why didn't you tell me? My God, my God. She couldn't help it, she was crying. I said, no, it's all right. She said, you take money from me. I'll pay for the whole making of the film. You don't know this lady. You don't know her. What she's done for me, nobody would do. She had done. She said, she never told us anything. How are we to know? Such a change that immediately she telephoned to her husband and to this great poet. They all came running and they also. But a small good gesture of administration. That was my house, given to me by my father. That time, of course, my husband and my brother didn't know how to trust people. But I trusted them fully. They were saying they will cut your throat. Why? Why will they cut my throat? For what? All kinds of funny things they were thinking. And the worst thing I felt was they were afraid because they had no money. That is the beginning of the end, I think.